Hey Greg, my name is Jessica from Peterson SEO. I've tried to reach out to you a few times and I haven't been able to reach you. So I hope you don't mind that I'm going to send this video on anyways. It's just some really great tips that's going to help you improve your online presence and get more of those organic leads. It's important to note that 70% of your organic leads come from your website. So it is really important that your website be optimized properly so that you can capture those leads. So we are on your website and it looks okay. But what I noticed is you don't have any service pages. And that's a really critical factor. Um, I'm sorry about that. Um, let's see. We have get a quotes here, um, but we don't have actual pages. So every service that you have really does have to have its own page because that's how you're going to be found for those services. You need the content and those keywords. And if you're servicing any community outside of Seattle, you also need to have service area pages. Any service area that you service that has any search volume for any of the services that you provide in your service area must have their own page so that you can be found organically in each of those communities for each of those services. So you're missing out on tons of volume and customers because your website isn't optimized. These befores and afters are really great to show your work, but that's not enough to get you to rank for relevant keywords and finding customers. So Google ranks your website based on content. Content is key and you need a ton of it. Your website homepage needs a minimum of 1,000 to 1,500 words of content or more based on your competition. If your competitors have more, you need more. And your content needs to be built around local buyer intent keywords. This water and fire restoration is a national keyword. You need local keywords, which would be a national keyword with a location attached to it. Those are the keywords that people are actively searching for your services in your community. So that is what your homepage and your website needs to be built around is those local buyer intent keywords. Again, every single page and service area needs their own page, but it also has to have their own original content and their own keywords. Google has robots that go and crawl your pages, pulling that original content and keywords. If it's duplicate content, Google says it's spam and it's not going to index you and not going to help you find your customers. So it is really, really important that you work on your content and keyword strategy so that you can be found for your services, especially being in emergency restoration. Your top competitor in your service area is Washington Water Damage, and they have a good website. As you can see, they have separate pages for every single one of their services and service areas. Every single one of their pages has unique original content, which is allowing them to rank in each of those areas for their services. They have interlinking pages, which is also very important for search engine optimization. And you can see they have a lot more content. So in order to beat these guys or any of your competition, you're going to have a lot more content. You're going to need more pages. A blog alone is not going to be enough. You've got to build out those pages. Um, and also a website by itself is also not enough to be found online. It does need to be supported by search engine optimization. If we look here, you have a score of 0 out of 100 in Google's trust flow, which means Google doesn't trust your website, and that's 100% because you're referring domains and backlinks. You just don't have any, really. A referring domain is any website that links to your website, whereas the backlink is the physical link being provided from that referring domain to your website, and the intention is to drive traffic. Now, not all backlinks and referring domains are created equal. It is very important that you're only getting do follow authoritative backlinks, which are ones that are directly related to your industry, because not all backlinks are created equal and not all backlinks will work well for all businesses. So you do need to get the right type of links. You're going to need a lot more of these, not just in quantity, but also in quality. You need better quality ones than your competition. It looks like only one of yours are do follows. So only one of these links here are actually doing anything to help your website. You've only been indexed for one keyword, and actually you're getting about 12 people to your website per month. So that's kind of surprising. Um, but you are missing out on a ton of traffic. Let's see what your keyword is. Okay, your keyword is your brand, and you're in 4th position on the home page. So thankfully, a couple people know your brand name and they have searched for you, giving you that traffic. Backlinks, you need to make sure that you are tying these backlinks not only to your brand and to your website, but also to your keywords. So you can rank for the keywords on all of your pages and all of your service areas so you can be found for those services and convert them into customers. If we look at your competitor, oops, wrong one. Sorry about that. That was the wrong one. Your competitor, Seattle Water Damage, they have a score of a 10 with over 1,200 backlinks and only 139 referring domains. Google only gives you credit for one backlink per referring domain, so most of these are considered spam. They only have 85 do follow referring domains, so only 85 are relevant, and you're going to need to beat those 85 in number and quality. But because they have a ton of pages, they've been indexed for over 800 keywords, and they're seeing on average over 800 people to their website every month. So again, that shows you the volume you're missing out on by not properly optimizing your website and supporting it by search engine optimization. And last is this Google Maps section. Your goal should be to be in the top 3 of the maps for each service area and service keywords, because 30% of people go straight to the maps and won't go anywhere else. And so if you're not listed in the top 3, you're sending all those leads to your competition. Now, there are several factors that come into play, but the most important are citations, which is going to be the name of the business, address, phone number, and website, and listing those in a bunch of directories like Yelp, Facebook, Yellow Pages, Dex, LinkedIn, etc. So you need a ton more of those than your top competitors. And when you follow each one of these tips I provided you today, your website can be number 1 across Google for all of your relative keywords for your services and service areas when supported by SEO. I hope that you found these tips to be really helpful and you can apply these tips and start capturing that organic leads. If you do have any questions at all, please give us a call at the number on the screen, and we would love to hear from you and get some feedback on what you thought of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.